I'm Colin from Xinhua, and I'm reporting to you today live from Jingshan Park in downtown Beijing. First of all, I want to wish all of you a very, very happy New Year. I'm here today because many people are here for praying-related activities, wishing them good luck for the upcoming year. Now, I myself, I can use some good luck, like I'm sure many of you can too. Plus, I can use plenty of information about China and its culture as a whole. So I think this is a great venue for me to learn this stuff. Plus, like I said, I need plenty of good luck for the Year of the Pig. Jingshan Park invited tourists to celebrate the Spring Festival by praying for good luck, enjoying exquisite folk customs, and tasting Beijing-flavored snacks. Jingshan Park is located just north of the Forbidden City, and its New Year's activities are called Praying at Beijing's Central Axis, celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year atop the Forbidden City. The event is being held from January 24th through February the 19th. 3 major Spring Festival-themed landscapes have been planned. The park is reportedly decorated with 1,000 red lanterns, 100 Chinese knots, and 120 special flags. While walking around, the celebratory atmosphere is palpable. Jingshan Park, comprised of 57 acres, is located in the vicinity of the central point of the south-north axis of Beijing, and immediately faces the north gate of the Forbidden City. During the Ming and Qin dynasties, Jingshan Park served as an imperial garden and was properly laid out during the Ming dynasty when numerous fruit trees were planted. Furthermore, many palaces and pavilions were built for the emperor to make sacrifices to his ancestors. Accordingly, royal families enjoyed amusements here, like hunting in the hills. Then, in 1928, it was open to the public. After 1949, the park was fully rebuilt, with its paths paved and most of the buildings renovated. Now we're going to take a left, as you can see up here. I got to tell you, it's very cold out here today, but despite the briskness, as you can see, plenty of individuals are here visiting this absolutely famed landscape. We're going to walk up here, and then we're going to take a left. And after we do, we're going to walk up countless numbers of stairs. And we're going to get to one of the highest points in Beijing. When we get to the top of this, you're going to be utterly astounded by the beauty of the Forbidden City and the city as a whole. The panoramic view is something you really cannot get anywhere else, and it is truly a sight to behold. The hill in Jingshan Park used to be the highest peak and commanding point on Beijing's central axis. The Wanshun Pavilion is Beijing's highest point and the best place to overlook the entire city. It's where the emperors and empresses of the Ming and Qin dynasties worshipped ancestors. It's also the place for celebrating shutterbugs that often climb up to the Wanshun Pavilion to shoot the first light of the Chinese New Year above the Forbidden City. Now, I gotta tell you, I think I'm in relatively good shape, but trust me, this is quite an exerting task. Walking up this hill is nothing short of strenuous. Believe me, I can feel myself losing my breath. So I guess the question everyone wants to know is, what exactly can we do in Jingshan Park? What is there to see? Well, I have 3 recommendations for you. First and foremost, we can take a bird's eye view of the Forbidden City. From the Wan, Ming, and Qin dynasties to today, Jingshan Park remains the center of Beijing. It was also the highest point in Old Beijing with an altitude of more than 90 meters. Taking a bird's eye view of the Forbidden City is a must-do activity in Jingshan Park. In ideal weather conditions, you can easily see the palaces, the ornate beauty of the Forbidden City. 你好.
你好.
谢谢. Just seeing a new guest. Like I told you, it's a very, very packed atmosphere here. While I'm trying to walk up this, I'm A, tired, B, cold, C, a little bit out of breath, but we're going to make it. This is very fun and it's an absolutely beautiful place. And the culture that we're seeing today is truly something that you will not see anywhere else. As I was saying, seeing the Forbidden City is an absolute must-do activity in Jingshan Park. In ideal weather conditions, you can easily see the ornate palaces of the Forbidden City, the bell and drum towers, and the White Tower of Beihai Park. You can also admire the beautiful peonies. There are tens of thousands of peonies in Jingshan Park during the spring and autumn seasons. The peony garden in Jingshan Park is the largest one in Beijing. More than 200 kinds of peonies bloom each May, which presents a splendid sight and attracts a number of visitors from all parts of China and the rest of the world. We're also going to explore traditional Chinese architectures. As with a typical Chinese-style garden, exploring Chinese architecture is a worthwhile activity in Jingshan Park. There are 5 pavilions in Jingshan Park: Guanmiao, Zhoushan, Huaxin, Fulan, and the Jifang. Let's keep walking. This is a little bit too congested. This is, like I told you, quite a celebratory event. So let's see if we can find something a little bit more, spacious. When I got here at 9 o'clock in the morning, it was 27 degrees Fahrenheit, utterly frigid. I mean bone chilling, and this place was still absolutely packed. Right now, it's nearly 5 o'clock at night, and as you can see, the place is just as packed as before. This is truly like an absolutely cultural event that you will not see anywhere else, and it's something that you really have to come in person to see. It's just simply amazing. Okay, as we continue to walk, we're getting up closer and closer to the Wanshan Pavilion. This is actually the highest point that we're going to get to today. Let's continue to climb, and believe me, I do mean a lot of climbing has taken place. The Wanshan Pavilion is one of 5 pavilions. It's also known as 10,000 Spring Pavilion. On the middle of the 5 summits sits the hill's central point of the city. It's a perfect place to appreciate the full view of the city. From this pavilion, visitors are able to see the resplendent and magnificent Forbidden City to the south, the dignified bell and drum towers to the north, and Beihai Park and Miaoying Temple to the west. On the north side of Jingshan Hill is Shaoshan Hall. This was originally a place where emperors in the Qin dynasty went to pay respects to their ancestors. We're getting higher and higher up, and I can personally tell you that the view is absolutely magnificent. I don't know if this is where I can get my good fortune or not, but I need it. I want the year of the pig to be the year of Colin. We'll see. With New Year's activities underway, tourists can embrace the Forbidden City's beautiful scenery and pray for wealth, fortune, and good luck for the coming year by purchasing coins, tablets, and/or pouches. If we look over here, you're going to see we're looking over the Forbidden City. This is one of the most magnificent views you can possibly get in all of Beijing. Arguably one of the best views you can find in the entire world. The central axis is the best preserved core area of the old city of Beijing. The central axis of Beijing is 7.8 kilometers long. It starts in the south of the city from the Yangding Gate and runs across the Jinghan Gate, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, the Jingshan Hall, and ends at the Drum Tower and Bell Tower in the north. Most of the essential buildings of the old city of Beijing are constructed along the axis. The central axis organizes the imperial palaces, the imperial city, temples, altars, markets, streets from feudal times, and the Tiananmen Square complex that was built after the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949. Its location and design not only represent the value of the center in traditional Chinese culture, but also highlight Chinese philosophy's respect to nature and its appreciation of mutual existence between man and nature. Following the urban planning principles for capital cities recorded in Zhouli, the central axis of Beijing is the physical carrier of the ancient Chinese ritual system. It emphasizes well-organized social orders and stands as a creative practice and typical example of traditional Chinese social governance applied to urban planning. The central axis of Beijing demonstrates great significance to the Chinese culture and others. It provides considerable inspiration for current and future societies and has great universal appeal. The central axis of Beijing was constructed with careful urban planning and design and constantly evolved across nearly 8 centuries. We're now going to conduct an interview. Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. And yourself?
I'm doing very well. My name's Colin. I'm from Xinhua.
My name is Jose.
Jose?
I'm from Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, sir. How are you doing?
I'm going okay.
Good.
It's a little bit cold, but it's okay.
It's very cold.
Yes.
Very, very cold. Now, why are you visiting Beijing?
I live in China, but I live in Shanghai. I work in Shanghai, and I came with my wife to Beijing because it's first time for her.
Oh, great, great. So how are you enjoying the New Year festival?
It's tough to travel during this time of the year, and the weather is cold. I'm a little bit used more to warm weather than actually cold weather.
Well, at least despite the coldness and the travel issues, at least you were seeing an absolutely gorgeous
yes.
view.
I've been there actually a couple of years ago, yes. Yeah. But this time, no chance.
Yeah. Yeah. So you came here with your wife?
Yeah, my wife is here.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. 新年快乐.
Ah, thank you, thank you. So have you guys made any New Year's wishes here today or any kind of prayers?
Not today, but we did, definitely, yes. I think health, a little bit of money will do as well. It's also important, yeah. And love. I think it's very important between husband and wife.
Well, you guys look great together. So
yeah, thank you.
I wish you both a great year of the pig.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I thank you very, very much for your time.
You're welcome.
I thank you very much for your time.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Happy New Year, okay?
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shia Shia.
Cheers, yeah. Good catch.
All right, let's keep strolling around a little bit. We can also just continue to take a view for a little bit of this, as I've said millions of times, magnificent, absolutely beautiful scenic view. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the Forbidden City. The history of the Forbidden City commenced in the 15th century when it was built as the palace of the Ming emperors of China. It is located in the center of the city and was the Chinese imperial palace from the mid-Ming dynasty to the end of the Qin dynasty in 1912. It has been a museum since the 1920s. The Forbidden City took 14 years to build, from 1406 to 1420. It was built by over 1 million workers, including more than 100,000 craftsmen. It was the imperial palace of China for nearly 500 years. It was the home of 24 emperors, 14 from the Ming dynasty and 10 from the Qin dynasty. It's surrounded by a 10-meter-high wall, which is 3.4 kilometers long. It has 52 meters wide moat around it. It hosts more than 10 million visitors per year and up to 80,000 visitors per day. Beijing's Forbidden City is one of the Chinese capital's must-see tourist attractions. Now we're going to conduct an interview with 3 individuals here who are tourists here for the Year of the Pig to celebrate. I have a few questions I'd like to ask them. Where are you guys from?
Germany.
Germany. All 3 of you from Germany?
Yes.
I'm German myself, German and Irish, so we're all in good spirits. Is this the first time you've been to China?
It's my second time, but their first time. Yeah.
First time for you. It's your second time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Why did you come to China?
I'm doing an internship in Shanghai, and they're visiting me here. So
Very good. How do you guys like it so far?
Yeah, it's great. We arrived yesterday.
Oh, you arrived yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, you're coming at one of the coldest days of the year, so I think you brought something with you. So why did you come to Jingshan Park? Was it strictly just to see all about the rituals and all the fairs, the festivals? Why did you come here?
I think we wanted to get a view on the Forbidden City from here, because yeah, it's one of the main sites in Beijing, I guess. So.
What do you think about this view?
We haven't really learned because you came up quite quickly. So.
I apologize about that. It is gorgeous though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Like,
it really is.
especially now that the sun is coming out, it's quite nice.
Hopefully it'll get warmer.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Chinese Lunar New Year?
Just a little bit, not too much, to be honest.
Not too much?
No, just it's Year of the Pig now, and yeah, how they celebrate a little bit, what they kind of eat, how they come together with their families, but yeah, not too much about it.
Great.
activities in general.
Great, okay.
Yeah.
I wish you guys a Happy New Year, Happy
Thank
Year
you.
of the Pig. Good luck at school in Shanghai.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, all right? I hope you enjoy your visit. Stay warm, okay? Okay, thank you guys. I think we're gonna go take a look at some good luck ribbons. Like I told you from the outset, I really could use some good fortune during the Year of the Pig. So anything I can do to get this, I'm gonna do. Let's go take a look at these ribbons, talk to one of the vendors, see if he can teach us a thing or two. Let's all get some good luck. So we're standing here now in front of a table with a variety of ribbons. I don't know what they're exactly about. I just know that they're about good fortune, happiness. And like I said a bunch of times, we all need good fortune, happiness. So let's get it during the Year of the Pig. I actually just met a lady who I'd like to be introduced to. What is your name?
My name's Jane. I'm the staff of Jingshan Park.
Oh, okay, excellent. Can you please tell me a little bit about these ribbons and exactly what they represent?
Okay, different ribbons have different meanings. The first one is healthy, and the second one is career, and safety, marriage, blessing, and study, and longevity, and wealth.
Excellent.
And you could write your name on this ribbon, and then write down your good luck for the tomorrow years will be make fortune tomorrow year, and write down the name and on this ribbon, and then over there put it over there.
Oh wow, I see that. Oh, do you mean all those ribbons, right? Are you talking about all those ribbons over there?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I will tell you, I don't want to sound greedy, but I kind of want all of those ribbons, but I would settle just for one or two. But please tell me a little bit about these ribbons and exactly what these represent.
Because there's a traditional custom in Chinese people to climb up the mountain to pray for good fortune, for the good luck for the next year. They will write down their name for, let's see, and this is his name, and his happiness and healthy for the whole family. And how about this one? This is for our motherland. Motherland wish for the glorious and happiness for the whole family. And this is for the study. We'll make a good progress next year, and his name on this ribbon.
So this person wants to get good grades?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I can understand that. I went to college. I would have prayed for good grades too. Is there anything else about these ribbons in particular that you think needs to be mentioned?
Our park is located on the center axis,
okay.
And it's connected with the Forbidden City,
okay.
And it is the best place to enjoy the whole view of the city. And on the top of this mountain, you could see the Bell and the Drum Tower, the Beijing Park, and the White Pagoda, and the Forbidden City. And it is the best place to enjoy the whole view, the whole cities.
Yeah.
And there is a traditional customer for the people to climb up the mountain to pray for good luck for the next years.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day.
You too. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Well, that's all for our live broadcast today. All of us at Xinhua wish you a tremendous New Year. We hope you're in the midst of enjoying a great and safe one. If you did enjoy our live broadcast today, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I hope you follow us throughout the Year of the Pig. Again, have a great holiday season, and we hope to see you again soon.